every American has not been pulled out of Kabul. Every American who wanted to get out of Kabul is not out of there. Joe Biden lied to the American people. He said that he would not leave if any Americans wanted to get out, and we know of hundreds who were left, and I think the number is thousands, but I know that it is hundreds. That's confirmed by the administration. And I'm just going to tell you, there's got to be accountability and the shame that they've caused this nation. But I do want to say one thing. All those men and women who served this great nation in Afghanistan and Iraq over the last 20 years that we've been at war, I want them to know this has not been in vain, because my children grew up not having another 9/11 because of the work and the yeoman's task that they have done. They should be proud because they have kept America safe for 20 years.
Well, you have to go and search the data and know exactly what's going on behind the scenes, but that's one of the things that was so disastrous about this. When you hear from some of the women over there, they were making inroads because the Americans were there, because of that. The schools were a lot better. They had, I guess, probably the greatest lifestyle that they have had in if not decades, hundreds of years.
Oh, it is, and I mean, now they can't even go to school, or the Taliban has agreed to let them go to just a few elementary grades of school. I mean, this is a suppression of women, and it's slavery of women. But, I think I flew up here on Sunday, and I've been up here meeting with McCarthy. All the veterans on the Republican side have been meeting. And the things that we want to get out is that, number one, we can't stop until all Americans are out. And the administration owes us a plan on how they're going to get these hundreds or thousands out who want to get out. We need to account for all that equipment, the billions of dollars of equipment, and we need to know what they got, why it was got, and there needs to be accountability on that. Blinken has already made overtures of recognizing the Taliban. Our State Department cannot recognize a terrorist organization as a legitimate government, and we cannot give them cash like they did to Iran to help them thrive as a government, an illegitimate government run by terrorists. We just can't do that.
Congressman, did you watch the speech last night?
I did not. I watched part of it. I was in and out, but I watched part of it. It was awful. I mean, he tries to act tough, but, acting tough takes more than just saying harsh words. It means actions, and there are no actions that have shown toughness.
There are a couple of stories this morning that's caught him in a couple of other lies, and some of these are not good at all. The point said that they were caught off guard. Apparently, that was just a bald-faced lie last night, because I'm looking for the story here, that apparently he, here goes. Biden wanted the now-departed Afghan president to create the perception that his government was capable of holding off the Taliban, an indication he knew it was only a matter of time before the U.S. allies fell to the Islamic group. In the last phone call between Biden and his Afghan then counterpart, that was Ghani, before he took the money and ran, the American president said they needed to change perception of the Taliban's rapid advance, whether it is true or not, according to excerpts published yesterday. Call took place July the 23rd. And Biden knew, because his generals were probably telling him, look, Mr. President, we've turned off surveillance for these people. We're not giving them any intelligence. We're not even giving them any ammo anymore. We've left the Afghan fighting troops slowly but surely on their own. They are scared. They are worried. And some of them are defecting. And he says he didn't know that?
We've asked them to preserve all that. Let me tell you, it has just been absolutely one mistake after the other. But I want to be kind of clear on something. Mm-hmm. The military was not in charge of this withdrawal. Secretary Blinken, he was in charge of it. Under law, the State Department is in charge, and they made many decisions, just like giving up Bagram Air Base. That was based on the low numbers of troops that Secretary Blinken allowed them to have, less than 600 when they were asking for 2,500. But these generals need to come up and let them know they were giving the president better advice than he was taking, and that Blinken Biden and Jake Sullivan, they own this.
Yeah.
They absolutely own this, and they are a disgrace to America.